Everyone, this is that guy, and welcome to a new reaction for Fate Strange Fake. Now, we finally have one of my most anticipated parts in the entirety of Fate Strange Fake, and that is what I would dub as the hospital arc, where, a bunch of guys will be at the hospital, having a bit of a fun. And a lot of people will be here, right? And this is going to be a very exciting one because we're going to get so many fights. And according to the leaks, it is going to be quality guaranteed. But we saw the preview that Richard and Gilgamesh was in it. This gets me worried because why would they be in this? It doesn't make any sense. It would be too quick for them, right? So I had take a look at some leaks, right? They said that Richard and Gil actually came in earlier than expected. Like their fight was happening at the same time as the fight that was happening late, the main fight that is happening now. So the problem is, why? Why would they think to make this decision? Is it because they are rushing? I don't know, but we shall see then. But overall, back to here, we're at the last episode. It's mainly a flat episode, basically setting up the main players that are going to be at like the hospital. And I want to talk about Alcides for a while because I made that video one time and I clearly didn't like the guy. But recently in the anime, at least before episode 8, I think he was kind of pitiful. In the sense that when the anime completely, removed the edginess, the aura out of him, he really is nothing. Like, he became such a boring character to the point where I can't even hate him anymore. Like, the only standout parts in the anime for him, sorry for the coughing, but the standout animes, like standout parts for him in the anime, is really the Jason parts, because I think the Jason parts are really, really good for his characterization. But besides that, he's just there. He's just there doing stuff. So I feel bad for him. Like, I hate him, but I don't hate, like, how do I say this? I think the main problem with his character is that he is a bit too edgy, right? He's too edgy, and then he aura farms too much. Like, that's the main thing, because I think that if you tone down that edginess of his way more, it would have made a way better character for him, because you cut down the edginess and spend more time actually developing his character. I think that would be great, right? And then episode 8 came out, right? Episode 8 came out, and then he came in with aura. I'm not joking. I actually got jump scared by that shit at like 3 a.m. in the night. That was some great jump scare, I'm not gonna lie. So, that one, I am pretty excited because Alcides finally has his aura back. Holy shit, I was not expecting that, because so far in the anime, he isn't like annoying to me. He's just okay. He's not bad, he's just there. At least I have a way better view of him in the anime, at least, than the light novels. So to see him actually finally have a bit of an aura, like a core part of his entire fucking character, then yeah, I am excited, because they really, really because they kept the edginess, right? He's still edgy, he is still aura farming, but they toned it down a whole lot, to the point where I am starting to accept him as a character, because he doesn't do the thing I hate the most. You can say it that way. But but really, I just want to say I'm excited, because this is a good fight for him to aura farm. Technically speaking, the fight at episode 4 is also a good place for him to aura farm, but the anime decided to, focus on Hippolyta instead, because, she's the woman, so, she gotta get all the love. But in the actual, like, light novels, Hippolyta actually was, like, in a disadvantage there. Alcides was still aura farming at that point. So, like, it's kind of weird seeing him, not aura farm, and then give the aura farming to Hippolyta. Like, that was insane. But either way, yeah, like, talking about Hippolyta, I remember that Hippolyta in the light novels, for me, is what I currently think about Alcides in the anime. because in the light novels, I feel Hippolyta is just there. Like, not that her character is like bad, but like it's not super interesting. I just think that she's there for the fun, which I don't mind. You know, she's there for the fun. But the anime made her way better. Like, way her made better as a character by giving her like more time to shine. And then that role of being like, you know, just being there, that role was being given to Alcides, which I think was kind of irony on, you know, on their end. Which, yeah, something I just wanted to note. But either way, very excited. I will say I am worried a bit about, you know, the rearranging of sequences, because I seriously don't know if this is going to be a great idea. Because I'm kind of mixed on it, I need to see the actual stuff to like give an opinion on it. But either way, let's start on it. And before I do that, I need to go downstairs for a water break. Either way, back from the water break, I basically filled my water bottle for this particular ep because yeah, I feel like I have a lot to talk about this ep. So that's why I need the water to replenish myself. So let's start the reaction. Sorry for the coughing. It hasn't been too well for me these 2 weeks. But let's start it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, we have Cerberus last time. Flabbergasted everyone is, yep. I swear to God, bro. This dude fucking just standing on top of there, bro. Oh. Sure is, bro, sure is. Yes. Yes, 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 let's go! Okay, wow. Immediately after the opening, and then, you know, they're just in their face right now, Cerberus? Okay, sure. I won't say it's within her body. I mean, like, come on, Hurt, come on. You're basically just an Israeli nowadays. Like, come on, you just tried to kill Tine, which is an underage girl, mind you. You just tried to kill Tine like what? Like episode 4? And then now, you want to kill another underage girl? And underage girl, at this point, I mean a fucking toddler. Alright? Tine at least looks like she's like grade school. But now, you want to kill a fucking toddler? Yeah? I mean, are you sure? Like, why? Like, why do you think this is a good idea? Like, you know. Like, okay, if you think that because Tsubaki is an easy target, then, like, why not pick a better time? Because you know at this point that the entire police force is there to, like, do this, right? To, like, save her. Maybe you say that, oh, I can deal with them. But then Vlad is around. So, like, why would you go through so much trouble just to kill that one girl that you think that is easy? Pick another time, bro. Oh. He didn't spend much time. Okay, he didn't spend much time. Yeah. Yeah, basically, let Cerberus do the job, you know? Yeah, let's go! Are we being for real? Okay, I find this funny. Because, like, okay, I'm not even trying to actively spoil, but, like, did you even see who the fuck is running? Like, he just looks like the same cop that Jack, you know, he just looks like the same cop that Jack, you know, created. So, like, we know, like, we just saw it just from a little bit. We know it's Jack, right? And then he proceeds to go through this entire fun of being just a normal cop. He's like, fuck you! And then points the gun, shoots at him, and then gets himself charmed. And then I'm like, okay. But, I mean, like, I know you're Jack. It's like, we all know you're Jack. Why the fuck did you do that? Just for fun, bro? Like, seriously, bro, just for fun? I don't. Okay, okay. This is low-key funny. This is low-key funny. It's just Jack, bro. Oh, this is the PV one. Okay, okay, okay. Jester? Oh, Jester? Okay, okay. I don't remember this. Oh. I love this one because I do not remember in actual fucking hell that Jester did this. When I saw the PV, I saw the water thing, like, you know, I saw the water thing blocking the arrow. I thought it was like Richard or some shit because Richard, one of the guys that followed him in shadow form, has this water technique. Nimue, I think. I'm not sure. I thought it was Richard protecting Tsubaki from the arrow, and then it's fucking Jester. For real, bro? I don't remember him doing this. I don't remember him breaking the water tank and then water just flowing down. I do not remember that. This is something new. Alright, I'm loving this. Because it totally makes sense for Jester of all people to do this. Because he doesn't want Tsubaki to get killed so early because he needs Tsubaki in order to mentally fuck with No Name. Assassin. Assassin, you know? So like, makes sense. Total sense. Yep, correct. He's like, come on, police force, do a better fucking job and dealing with this guy. You know, I don't. It's like I have other shit to do. Can't you not like waste my time on me doing the shit? Like, protect her, bro. I don't need to be the one to protect her. You do. I have some other shit to do. Yeah, basically, right? Okay, this is starting off really well. Yeah, he don't care. This is straight. Okay, blood just straight up threw their entire, like, what, pike at him? Yeah, correct. This is the correct mentality. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. I heard some sort of sound effect. Okay, I'm not sure if this is what they meant. Because, like, this guy was asking him, like, who are you, bro? Are you another dead apostle as well? I mean, like, of course, Alcides is not, because, you know, he is, like, the, because the guy was thinking that since, you know, Jester is there supposedly protecting the girl, right? And then he's like, Alcides wants to kill the girl, so it's like, do you two have some beef with each other? So, like, are you another dead apostle as well? Which, of course not. Clearly. I don't know why he would ask that. Because, okay, I do not understand why he would ask that. And then, as if he was surprised that he even asked this question, right? You hear the sound effect where he's like, where it's like the comedic turning sound effect, right? The comedic turning sound effect where he's like, like, this is a comedic scene, but like, it's weird. I don't get it. It feels weird. Is this supposed to be a comedic scene, or is this supposed to be an, like, serious scene? Because I'm hearing comedic sound effect. I'm hearing comedic sound effect. It's not me. It's not me. I swear to fucking God, it's not me. What's this? Okay, this is funny because he's like what? Because Alcides says it's like, what the fuck is Cerberus doing? You know, killing these mobs. I want him to kill Kang Kaladin. Why is these mobs stopping me? It's the same guy. It's the same fucking guy. Oh no, it's different, slightly different. Oh, same guy. Same guy. Yeah, same guy. Who indeed? Yeah, why they keep multiplying? No, I find it funny that Jack thinks that this will work. Just shoot at the bitch, you know? It will work. As if he's not the guard dog of hell. Alright? Come on, bro. I mean, like, he's right. Because the thing about Jack is that all the letters that he's written, his pen name is basically from hell. So he's like, yeah, I'm the serial killer from hell. So like, it's like, yeah, it's like, there's nothing surprising about this, you know? I claim to be a slasher from hell, so I'm trying to defeat a dog from hell. Nice parallel. Yeah, I mean, like, why not? Okay, Jack doesn't know, but he's speculating that it's that it's Hades, right? Because you know it's because if you summon Cerberus, then you might have some connection with Cerberus, and then you know since Cerberus is the guard dog of hell, then you know might you be Hades? Makes total sense for like a like what, like a speculation. Comparing him with the gods. I mean, okay. Would I? Nope. Oh, oh. I think I get what he's trying to say. Let's hear it again. Yeah, it's like, if you're a god, I might be able to try and mimic you, right? Because you're a god, I should be on that same level, right? Because I'm just a human. But if you're suggesting that you're a human, oh, that's a different story. Uh-huh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just playing with him. And that is exactly why he will get fucked. Trust me. Precisely because he is a human, precisely he is not a god, that you will be fucked by Jack. Precisely because you're a human. That's how it works. Uh-huh. Accelerator? Oh! Oh! The Demon Form, Okay. He just straight up accelerated himself, where he like shot himself and then he transformed. Wow. He's like, okay, if you want me to treat you as a human, then I shall kill you off as just another human. You know, a human that looks like a fucking demon, alright? How about you come and say it? Uh-huh. He's not afraid, bro. Yes. He's been saying he's like us, you know. He's like, okay, we are supposed to spoiler true names, but as Fate fans, we just straight up don't these days because it's easier to say their true names than like their aliases, Berserker, Saber, and whatnot. But and then Flat is basically doing the same thing. He's like, oh, I just want to see. I mean, Berserker. He doesn't want to spoil. Such a good kid. Oh, he wants to see him like eye to eye without any. Yeah, somewhat as strong as a divine spirit because he's up there, you know. Precisely because. Whoop! Alright. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, I want to see what did what was being shot out. Oh, I love this shot. Holy shit. Okay, basically Jack. Okay, so like for some reason, right? It's like someone stabbed a knife behind him, and then someone stabbed a knife behind him and then penetrated through him, but like instead of actually someone stabbing behind him, it is more like his own body creating this illusion that someone is stabbing from behind him just to attack him. I love this one. Creating a hand out of his body there. Okay. They're still shooting. Okay. They're still shooting. Yeah, like, use it. Use your hand. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it's like, you know, let me hold Alcides off. You guys get Tsubaki out. But Jack is such a comedic motherfucker. His deadass head Just like talking to John right here. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to hold him off here, so like, go. Yep, he has no name. Oh, here we go. Oh, oh. Oh, wait a minute. This is cool. Okay, I'll read the shit later. I'll just reread it again. But we finally, I'm putting my mic very close to this. Finally, Ashjack. We have fucking Ashjack. Okay, okay. Okay. I'm satisfied for now. I'm satisfied because one complaint that I have is that they straight up cut the scene where Assassin Jack shows up. Because if you don't know, Assassin Jack is a thing in Apocrypha where there's a completely different version of Jack that is a lolly. And in the light novels, there's a particular scene where Jack turns into Assassin Jack because he thinks that this form of his is like one of his most like comfortable forms to be in. Which Flat calls him out a pervert because why would your most comfortable form be a lolly? Because he doesn't know, right? Like that was such a fun scene. I'm so sad they cut it. But here, at least we show a bit here. Yes. Let's watch the sequence again. Let's see what he says because he's saying that what's your name? I have no name, and then he's starting to talk about stuff which I'm gonna analyze later. So you're going to deny the authority of the divine? Can you deny all things of the gods, evil, good, and toss them all away? Then your current self, yeah. You have stood to a scoundrel and risen to a human. How kind of a great hero you are. No matter how. Oh. Yes. Yes. Let's go. We're doing letterbox. Okay, we're doing letterbox. Okay, I see it now. Oh. The folklore of a powerless and Jester is a fan. Okay, we just straight up somewhat just have a Knight of Wallachia preference over here, but like, yeah, but like apparently, let's just hear this again. Not even like can catch up to him. Okay, again, can show corruption properly. 2D, yeah, demon form. Let's go. I get you, bro. Yeah, he's having fun. Okay. I want to pause this, but I'm not gonna pause this. This is epic. All right. I'm gonna talk about this shit later. All right. Oh, a new design. It's not just FGO, bro. Let's go. We doing this shit. All right. Oh. Bye, bro. Bye. Okay. Now we have a little break. I'm gonna pause for a while. But basically, all his yapping just now, he is saying that precisely, is what I said before, right? Precisely because you went from a hero that stooped down into a human, that means that your nature is just a human. It's like your wish is to be a human, right? Alright then, you have it then. But me, I am a serial killer who kills only humans. So, I will be able to kill you because you're just a petty human. Because he's saying that if you are in your god status, right? If you are like in your god status and you are like, a god, I can't kill you because I'm just a human killing other humans, right? But if you're just a human, yeah, I'm totally liable to kill you, which is insane. I really like it. And then letterboxing, insane. Because back then in the OP, I wondered why they did the letterbox. Because in the OP, I speculated that it might be because it might be because Francesca was looking at us through like the coffee, right? So that's why she picked the first half of the OP to be letterbox because it looks cool. But now in this particular scene, we have context. This is such a good shot, but like we have context that the reason it changed to letterbox is because Jack's from hell. Because Jack's from hell changed the entire fucking scenery to letterbox. It's a meta thing, if you get what I mean. Right? He's from hell, right? And then we see the mist. We see the mist, right? Just like London back in the day. But basically, his from hell is so like his his from hell changes the word so much that it even affects our screen so that it's letterbox now, which I think is very cool. I really like it. But yeah, all this shit that he's saying, like this scene overall is just so cool. It's like yeah. It's like no matter what kind of great hero you are, no matter if you're strong enough to destroy the fucking world, if your nature is human, then I'll kill you. You know? Because that's my thing. I am a serial killer that kills humans. In fact, I'm kind of well known for doing so. So like, yeah, you're kind of fucked, is what he's suggesting. You are a hero who has stooped to a scoundrel and risen to a human. This is such... Yeah, it's like you wish to be in your human form, right? And precisely now that you're in your human form, you will get fucked by me. Is basically what he's saying. And then laser eyes. Yes, laser eyes. But let's continue with Hanzo over here. Great. This is one thing I need to talk about Jack as well, because Jack's, like the amount of people that Jack can create depends on theories regarding him. So like, if you've seen Umineko, right? One of the things that they say is that there is many different stories to a type of mystery that you can create. And the stories and possibilities are straight up endless. So this demon thing that you see Jack right now, this is some people's perception of Jack the Ripper. So some people, when they think of Jack the Ripper, this is what they think of, a fucking demon. So this is why Hanzo is saying, when humans face with such tragedy or ill will, this is what they think of, a straight up fucking demon. A manifestation of hell that a warped desire brings forth. Yeah, basically, right? This is basically some people, they thought Jack to be like this, and so this manifestation will be exactly as it is. Yeah. There are just as many desires and fears over here as there are humans. You know, because if you are a human, you will have desires and you will have fears, right? And this from hell is basically that. It is the combination of every desire and fears that a human can have to Jack the Ripper, all in this one place. No. I get what Hassan is saying now. Because the thing about Jack the Ripper is that the reason why it still becomes a legend to this day is because people still believe in it. Like, people still fear Jack the Ripper. Which is why being in the center of Metropolis actually helps Jack, because like humans are what fuels him, right? Because humans have fear. So like the more humans he has, the more fears they have, the more stronger he is. Which is why he's at his peak condition, because like the land is suited for him as well. Had I known, no, he wasn't, right? It's like, this guy, man, he looks like a vampire, bro. You didn't, bro? With a blessing. Wow. He's basically saying that Cerberus could have been way stronger if he had the blessing of Hades, but like, you know. Oh, oh yeah, we have the intervention. I heard about this one. So yeah, so extra context. Richard, okay, now it's Gilgamesh, but like Richard will come later as well apparently, and they won't come this early in the light novels because in this light novel, Jack and Alcides finish their fight. Like they finish their fight first, and then Richard and Gilgamesh comes over. So like this is a change that is from the anime alone. And IDK how I feel about this, so let's see how the anime does it. Like what's the point of bringing Gilgamesh in so early? he's so fucking flabbergasted because let's be honest, no one is expecting Gilgamesh to come here. And I think the only reason why Gilgamesh come here is because he thinks it's fun. Like he basically saw this shit happening and then he decided to just join it for the fun. Like that's what I remember. Like that's the reason I think why he even came here in the first place. Straight up. This fucker, man. Oh, okay. This fucker, man. Yeah, he basically think this shit is fun and then he just came over to take a look, you know. Bro. Woohoo! Yeah, he has. Okay. This is okay. This is reminiscent to episode. Okay. Alcides, Aura. Okay. Yeah, you may have the fucking town to become a clown. Okay. This is early. This is very early. Okay. Let's see. And then Jack is just protecting himself. Yeah, like Orlando was completely expecting you to defeat this guy, you know? Missed. Oh. Jester, help out. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm rocking around my chair right now. Okay. He has no idea what the fuck is going on. He's just there for the fun. But wow. Okay, basically, I was worried about this rearranging because what could have happened to the story? Because it could have been positive or negative, right? Because I think that if you want to rearrange the sequence to like make it so two guys appear earlier than suspected, then there would be some story changes, like some things would change. So I was afraid something along that lines is that some of the story about them will change. That's what I'm worried about, one thing. But on the other hand, knowing Narita, how he writes his stuff, if the anime did this thing where Richard and Gil came in early, he would absolutely subscribe to it. Because to him, this is just more chaos. I can totally see, it's like, if Narita is writing the light novels, and then instead of the version we have right now, we have like Richard and Gil coming in like the anime. Yeah, I think this is something he would do. Like it's not beyond the author's intent because I think this is expected for him. But like whether or not this is his whether or not this is his input, we don't know. Right? I hope it is because more chaos in the narrative work makes it more fun. But yeah, basically, Gilgamesh is pointing out the irony of Alcides. It's because you wanted to be a human so badly, right? You wanted to clear the gods. You wanted to clear like the god, everything god within you to become a human. Yet the guy is like, yet the person you're facing right now is basically is the embodiment of the illusions of humanity, right? Because legends create Jack. Because humans' mind, right? Because of humans' mind, their fears, their desires, all these things create a Jack. So Jack is basically the embodiment of humanity's like desires, fears, and like illusions for like one single individual. So like, the fact that you're trying to become human, Yet you are facing the manifestation of a human's fears, illusions. Yeah, quite the irony for you, because he is forcing, because this is the fun part as well with this whole thing, because Jack is kind of a nice parallel of a fight to Alcides. Now that I think about it, because Alcides right now, he is like the guy, he is like trying to become human. But what he's facing right now is basically human fears and desires. And then he needs to overcome that. It's like, it's as if saying, it's as if the gods telling him, right? If you want to be totally human, there is fears and desires, illusions of humanity that you need to like be aware of, right? That you are susceptible to. Are you still willing to be them? Can you defeat this fear of? Can you like defeat this fear, this illusion, in order for you to become human? Because if you're a human, you need. Because if you're a human, because if you want to be a human, you will have fears, you will have desires, all that things. And then now you're facing it, because even though you want to be a human, you do not want to have the fears and desires. So the irony about all this, he's trying to be a human, yet he is directly facing the manifestation of what a human's negative like emotions are. So like, yeah, I never thought I'd talk about this way, but they really are cooking Jack versus Alcides. Like Narita really is cooking this fight in a thematic sense, because this is such a nice theme. Of course, there's definitely more to talk about, but like, I don't think I have the mind right now to like do it. I need like some time to think. But for now, this is it, right? Alcides, in his road to becoming a full human, now has to fight the manifestation of humans' fears and desires. How will he do? Will he just defeat it? Well, will he be defeated by the humans' fears and desires, so that his road to become a full human will never be realized because he's beaten by this stuff? Or will he win against it? Will he overcome the fear, the fears and desires of humanity, accept that and still be a human? Like, which one will you be? This is a good thing for him. But yeah. Richard, let's talk about Richard. Okay, Richard is saying exactly what I want to say. Isn't this a bit different from what was planned? In story sense, he's talking about like, aren't you guys just gonna like, execute, like, get Tsubaki out and then like leave? So isn't this not going quite as planned? But the meta thing that's going on right here is that this was not like, this is a bit different from what was planned, because in the light novels, this didn't happen straight up. Like, Gilgamesh and Richard didn't come this early. So in the meta sense, it's talking about the anime, right? It was talking about the anime, and then Richard is basically saying, it's like, oh, we're coming this early. He's like, oh, we're coming this early, huh? Wasn't this a bit different from what was like planned, where like we came a bit late? So like, what's with this? I like it. Okay, Sigma. Okay, I like that previous shot right there. Sigma is making a face. He does not look happy about this shit. He does not, straight up. Alright, he does not. Straight the fuck up. Yeah, he is. I mean, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, basically it's like, yeah, the situation just changed when we were at transit, bro. It's like, how do you know, bro? My info, bro. Classified detail. I'm not gonna let you know how I get my info, bro. Is there nothing we can do about that? Okay, that's totally okay. That's Saber? The Saber that broke out of jail? Yeah. But I like how Jack just doesn't give two fucks. Gilgamesh attacks him and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna cover myself up. And then people are coming in and then he's just standing there menacingly. And then he has fucking upside down triangles for legs. Yeah, and that's Assassin as well. Why? Why? It's like, why, bro? Why is she not filled with my magical energy? It's like saying, right, if I go this a bit sexual way, right? If I say this a bit sexually, he's basically saying, why is this bitch not filled with my cum? Why is she filled with other people's cum? Why is that? He doesn't get it. If I think about it this way, it's pretty funny, but that's kind of what he's suggesting, right? It's like, why is she not corrupted with my fucking cum? Why is it someone else's cum? He is fucking frustrated. I'm a loss here. Uh, they can't summon? Oh no, he's talking about Cerberus. Yeah. He did summon there. Oh no, he's talking about Jack. Okay, this is anime original because they straight up did not talk. Basically, right? They straight up did talk. But yeah, he's saying like, he's like, oh, you're calling me a man-eating fiend? I mean, like, I guess you can say that this is what my form looks like currently, but yeah. I wouldn't say I summon, but like you are. Oh, okay. Let's go! Goat recognizes goat? Yes, the goat recognizes the goat! This is so great. Like, this is the shit I'm expecting, you know? Because this scene did not happen in the light novels at all. Because they just straight up did not meet each other. This is nice. Yeah, that person has a sure item things. Oh, I love the shot. This is a situation where you can waste time much. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, sure you can. Yeah, just send it to the church, man. You can do whatever you want later. Exactly why? Tell me. Yeah, so? Which one are you gonna do? Yeah. Just... Okay, we're just standing there and like talking. I will do something about that bowman, yeah. Okay, Richard wants to get Alcides first because... Richard wants to get Alcides first because like, how I say this? Richard wants to get Alcides first because he is directly... Because Alcides is directly attacking the little girl, which of course, as a hero, he needs to do it as a knight. But like, Jax is saying like, nah man, you go do it, Gil, you know? I can handle this guy. Yep, put my faith in everyone. Oh, he just changed his costume. He just straight up changed his costume. Come on man, you say this to everyone. Good. Yep. That's exactly. He's showing respect, bro. He's showing respect. You think you will praise me with those substandard eyes? I mean, they're beautiful eyes, bro. Come on. He's just being nice. Huh. I mean, what would he suggest otherwise? Of course he's telling you to disappear from this fucking world, bro. Or else you what? Disappear from this area? Fuck no, man. But, what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. Richard said that he was concerned about Gilgamesh. I don't know why he was concerned. I think we need a bit more from Richard here to say why is he concerned about Gilgamesh right now. Yeah, okay, this is a bit weird. This is a bit weird how they cut it like this. Yeah, this is a bit weird how they cut it like this. But yeah, as it is in the anime, not in the light novels, Gil attacked first. Because that's the whole point, right? Gil was being a bitch by attacking Richard first. And then, Richard is just, having fun. But this time it's a bit different because Alcides told him to like deal with Gilgamesh first. It's like okay, I know that you're worried about Alcides, but like please, just go deal with Gilgamesh first if you want to. It's like okay, sure, man. Okay, let's see this again. But like that's a bit weird, like how quick the shots occurred, basically. Yeah, the weak are simply 100. Yeah, it's the arrogance because like That's part of Alcides' character, right? He has an ego. He thinks that he is one of the strongest guys in the entire, series, right? That's why he's constantly so edgy and so aura farming, right? And then he's like, weak one? I don't know who you are. Even though you are supposedly a demon right now, a weak is still weak. If you're weak, you're weak. Yeah, it's like that arrogance, bro. You're clearly a human. Now what do you have with the church? Yeah, basically send her to the church for now. Yeah, it's not part of their job description, because the church is supposed to take in masters that have completely given up in the Holy Grail War, but now she's still in it, and then they want her to protect them, like want Hanzo to protect her. So it's a bit asking too much. Sigma, he's gonna sneak in, and then he's like, yeah, sure, bro. I know this is against the rules, but like, here you go, lady. Yes. With my inexperience, I need to put everything on the line to destroy them. So like, it's like, yeah, why would you help me to like continue saving the girl when like killing her would be way better? It's like, yeah, Brand, it's my inexperience. Every single time it's about an inexperience. Yeah, however, right now. Yes, that's something that she cannot deny. Why? Because it's in her religion, bro. She have no merit. Yeah, like she has nothing to gain by saving Tsubaki. But like physically, mentally, yeah, there is something. Oh, she is so fucking beautiful. Holy shit, she is so fucking beautiful. I let her stare at me like that for the whole day, man. Oh my god. But yeah, back to topic. Sigma doesn't understand why she would do that. Right? And then, as I said, it's because it's a part of her faith, right? Because I believe that Muslim doesn't even like teach you bad things, right? They just tell you to do good stuff. And then that's exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna do something good. Yeah, it's like saving a child is a good thing. Wait, let's see the full thing. There's no greater good than saving a young child whose heart has not been filled yet. Yeah, he's saying, right? Because a child is still young. They haven't seen the world yet. So saving them, it's a great thing. Why not? Yeah, it's like, but it's a part of a religion. Yeah, right. He's saying it's like, yeah, I get what you mean. Sigma's like, I get what you mean, but the child that you're saving is technically still a stranger, You don't know her. It's like, yeah, but like, it's like, you still have nothing to gain from it. It's like, yeah, but even though I may be inexperienced in my own like religion, I am pretty sure that those before me, those other Hassans, won't think about things like having merits. If they want to do something, they won't care how it benefits them. They just do it because they are who they are. And then she looks up to them. Yeah, they simply hear the greater voice and chose that. Yeah, it's like they don't care about payment. They just want to do the thing because they want to. Oh, they're just fighting at the back right now. Kinda. I couldn't do away with anger. I couldn't become open-minded. I wish to save others mixed with my faith. My faith is nothing but air. Okay. Yeah, it's like so like Sigma is asking, right? Because clearly he doesn't have a faith, but he wants to know more. He's like, so you're saving that child because your faith believes in it, and then she's saying that I couldn't do away the anger against heretics and could not become open-minded. So yeah, basically she was such a religious person, right? That she really hates heretics for like not following the religion. And precisely because of that, she could not become open-minded. Which is exactly why she was such so irrational, right? Like she was considered insane even in the Hassan cabal. So like you see how angry she is at heretics. She's so angry to the point where she cannot become open-minded, and thus creating who she is now. Yeah, but basically this is what she's saying, right? She's saying that I know that I'm not exactly open-minded because of my devotion to the religion, right? So like to me, because like here's the thing, it's her own personal wish to want to save a little girl, and at the same time it is also mixed with her religious beliefs as well. And then to her, she thinks that her faith is nothing but arrogance that thinks lightly of destiny. Because he's like, as long okay, I need some time to understand this because I'm not really understanding this. Maybe one day I make a video about it after I put some more thought into it, but like so far nothing's coming up. My faith is nothing but arrogance that thinks lightly of destiny. I want to wonder why she thinks of that, because currently speaking, she is a part of because okay, let's see. So long as my Vishnu is mixed in with my faith is nothing but arrogance that thinks lightly of destiny. So maybe she's thinking that her faith is, yeah, okay, I don't get it for now. So I might need to sit on this one for another day. Yeah, it's like she's saying that, right? I might be inexperienced as a Muslim, but that doesn't mean I'm going to not save the child, you know? And then happy Ramadan, because like happy Ramadan, man. No name, because like it's Ramadan currently right now, and you know she's Muslim, she celebrates it. So yeah, happy Ramadan. Yeah. It's like I may be inexperienced, but I still need to do it. Yeah, he's starting to understand a bit, Sigma. He found it. He found it. Oh. Why? Why did she suddenly just come over here? Okay. But yeah, I think he brought up a great point. At first, he wants to save the girl, but he doesn't understand why he wants to save her. And then after talking with Assassin for a bit, he's like, oh, I see. Because I think the reason why I want to save this little girl is because precisely back then, no one saved me. So I wanted to be the one. So I don't want other people to be like me. So I want to save the kid as much as I can. So yeah, he's starting to realize, but like that is a nice scene. Yeah, but like she thinks that she's not open-minded in that sense. She thinks that but yeah, that 4 lines, I need some time to think. Maybe the dub might help out a little, but basically I'm just thinking that, you know, he's asking why. It's like, do you save that child because it's of your religion? He's like, it's a mix of both. It's what she's trying to say. I want to do it as well, and then, you know, my faith is also mixed in a bit. But yeah, I think that's what you can say. But let's continue. Let's see if you also do my history. Yeah. Come on, man. Like, it's not your fault, no name. Like, seriously, this is such a high standard she's putting herself in. Because she's saying that, I'm sorry that I cannot save you. When there is literally no fucking way for her to ever save him. Because she's dead at this point. So how do you expect to like save him? You like what, you somehow go immortal and then try to save this kid? Or like you get summoned as a heroic spirit and then you went and save Sigma? That's impossible, right? We're not even talking about the realms of possibility here. You just straight up can't do that. And then she says that precisely because I cannot save you, that it is proof that I'm still inexperienced. Like, what the fuck do you mean by this? This is not even you being inexperienced. This is not within the bounds of humanity, if you know what I mean. Even King Hassan couldn't do this shit because he's dead. Like, straight up, he cannot even do this shit because he's dead. Like, what kind of standard are you putting yourself as a devout, right? As a devout prayer, like devout Muslim, you know, like this is such a high standard she's putting herself upon. So it is no wonder that she is the embodiment of the religion of Muslim, because she is that insane of her beliefs. And because she's not open-minded as well, like she said, because she is so deep into this shit that she cannot be open-minded and then continue against hating, you know, be angry at the heretics. So that's why she's saying that, that's why she might be saying that, what her faith is just a mix of religion. It's just a mix of, it's basically just arrogance that makes light of destiny. But yeah, let's continue. I may need more time on that one because I don't think I even understood that when I first read the light novels. I just read it. I tried to understand it, but didn't. Like, I also spent quite some time over there, but like, yeah, let's move on for now. I need to move on for now. Yeah, you are reserving. Yeah, that's what he's suggesting, right? Yeah, like there's no way she could save him in any possible way. Yeah, like, oh, this is such a nice scene. Like, any Sigma and No Name scene is just great. So yeah, Sigma is saying what I said, right? There is no physical way, like there's no way possible that she could ever save him. And then he's like, she's like, look at you and me now. We're talking right now, right? So what does that mean? This means that time and location does not fucking matter. Because I could have still do it, but I couldn't. This is such a high standard she put. I'm not even saying that this is impossible. But the possibility is so fucking low. Like, you need to be exact. This is how high of a standard she's putting herself in. Uh-huh. He found it. And then look how happy the captain is that he found it. But yeah, he basically just wanted someone to save him. And so, because no one went and saved him, he's going to do the saving himself because he doesn't want others to be like him. Which is why he's saving Tsubaki right now. Look how happy the captain is. I will be happy as well. I will be very fucking happy. Okay, continue. Oh, this is the PV. Kinda. Okay. Uh-huh. He calls the question by... Yeah, because it's noble phantasm. Oh, he's using it. Somewhat, kinda. Yeah, this is exactly as it is in light novels. He basically had the dare to pick up Gilgamesh's, like, one of his MPs, and then uses it for himself, and then asks for more. He's like, yeah, can you give me a few of those? I love this shit. Thought you were like buzzing around. I mean, he don't mind, bro. He's like, wow, I thought you were just a fly, but you're a shameless fucking beggar. It's like, yeah, I know, I get it, man. Asking for free is very audacious of me. It's like, yeah, if I could pay, if I could buy it, man, sure, I buy it, bro. This shit is great. It's like, yeah, I don't think I would use this for free, which is audacious of me. But like, if you wanna sell them, I'll buy them. Why not? Because this shit is great. But for now, I wish to just borrow these weapons as we fight. No, he minds. He fucking minds. Because what the fuck are you suggesting, bro? Okay. Bite down. Oh, bite down. Bite down. Oh, yeah. This is the PV. Okay. Oh, yep. The speed. That's the speed we're talking about. Yeah, sure. Why not it, bro? I can tell. Yes. Those kind of a reverse. What happened to that moment? We became friends? Yeah. She's like, you became friends with that bitch, huh? Despite being my friend, they are still sloppy when dealing with others, right? She's like, wow, and Keto made a new friend, huh? Still the softy as I know they are. Still a fucking softy. Uh, yeah, kinda. He is fucking jealous, bro. She is fucking jealous. He's fucking jealous that Richard is gay. No, he's jealous that Richard managed to become friends with his gay partner. You know, as a secret, just yeah. He's like, okay, you fought with. If you survive it, I'll acknowledge you as their ally. You as their ally and does it clear. I acknowledge you. Okay, if you survive, I acknowledge you as their ally, and thus a clear enemy of mine. Wow. So basically, what he's trying to say, right? He's like, okay, now that you have fought with Enkidu, right? It means that you're decently strong. Is what he's suggesting, right? He's like, okay, you fought with Enkidu, which means, and it's like you fought with Enkidu, and then you became friends. So he's like, okay, because you fought with Enkidu before and then became friends, so I'm willing to give you a chance, right? Because you became friends with my best bud, right? So I acknowledge you as a guy worthy to challenge me. And if you survive, you will become, it's like, if you survive, I will acknowledge you as their ally and thus a clear enemy of mine. Do you know what this means? When they say their ally, it means Enkidu. Because so far, he's like, okay, you are Enkidu's ally, right? But as her gay boyfriend, I do not approve. Because you haven't proven to me that you are worthy of being his ally, you know? Being his ally, being his partner, you know? But if you survive this test of mine, I will acknowledge you as Enkidu's ally, right? I will not only acknowledge you as Enkidu's ally, but I will also acknowledge you as a clear enemy that I need to focus because you know he's so gay, bro. He's like Enkidu can only have one friend, right? He can only have one friend, and that is me. He cannot be fucking around with other bitches, right? He cannot be fucking around with other men. So, which is why he is somewhat angry. So, which is why if he passes the test of Gilgamesh, that he will really treat him seriously as an enemy that might take Enkidu away from him. Basically saying, he's so gay, bro. He is so gay. Yeah, I'll grant you honor. Yeah, yeah. He's like, okay, if you manage to survive this challenge of mine that I'm about to give you, then yeah, I will acknowledge you as a clear enemy of mine after you do this, and I will proceed to fucking kill you. So either way, he's fucked. Because if you survive this, he will actually recognize you as a threat now. As a threat to like he's about to steal his boyfriend kind of threat. Where it's like he's gonna steal Enkidu away from him type of threat. And then I'm going to fucking kill you with everything I have now. That's what he's suggesting. But if he doesn't survive it, right? If he dies fighting it, then he dies. So like straight up, he dies either way. So like you know, yeah, proud. I'm gonna die either way though. Yeah. Yeah, we meet each other and then we fight basically. But he's enjoying this. He's enjoying this as well, kinda. Who knows about the world even more than I'm? Yeah, way more, bro. I think what's this now as declarations of war? Yeah, he's gonna treat this seriously now. He's gonna invade him. He's gonna invade him basically. Okay. Okay, back to Jack and Alcides, the main thing. Oh, fuck me, please. Oh shit. He's fucked. He's fucked. I mean, kinda. It's like you're saying that because I'm a human that I can't defeat you. But isn't this demon thing exactly the thing that needs to be defeated as a human? Which, yeah, he's not exactly wrong about this. Mm-hmm. Incorrect. That is not so. One who has risen to become humans from a slave to the gods. Yeah, he's basically saying you have ascended, right? You became a slave from the gods to a human. Prove me, yes, prove me wrong, bro. He must not defeat us. He must have the sages who agree. Yeah, this is exactly why you cannot defeat him. And they are merely feet that cannibalize each other. Exactly. Because the main reason why Jack is the embodiment of humanity, kind of, because humans, it's like humans do not kill us, right? Okay, let's see this again. It's like, yeah, humans do not defeat us. They create us. You know, as long as there is humans in this world, you cannot defeat me. Because I am the creation of fucking humanity. So, if you want to be a human, then I'm sorry. Because I will be your obstacle constantly, is what he's suggesting, because he's right about that. He's not wrong. Because even if the entire world dies, if you still want to be a human, then I will still exist. Because I am the creation of humanity, basically. It's like their fools will just cannibalize on each other. Yep. Get him! Yeah, he can multiply as demons, bro. Oos! Yes! Yes! Oh! It's just a big one? I thought there was like multiple. Okay. Okay, bats. Okay, that's a bats. Okay. Yes. Okay, yes, there's multiple of them, and then they're shooting laser eyes now. Yup. That's the case of showing I'm expecting here, bro. Let's go. Okay, up. Oh, nice. Did he do it? Kinda, not really, not yet. Yeah. I commend you for rising to the pinnacle. Your power is not simply something worth it. Yeah, he's about to do the thing. He's about to. Yeah, he's about to do the thing. Right now. That was quick. Okay. Is this the new OST? He did the thing. He did the thing where I think it's complete fucking bullshit. Okay, he absolutely... He did the thing where I think it's absolutely bullshit. Oh, this is nice. So it is true that from hell is what created the letterbox. This is cool. Because I think making a letterbox with when from hell is active, it basically becomes letterbox, and then I like it. I like it that way. It's cool. And then I think this might be the only time they ever do this, because it wouldn't make sense to do it in any other episodes now. Back to... Yeah, he took. Basically, the ass pool. Yeah, I talked about... Okay. In the light novels, I remember Gilgamesh basically saying that Alcides looked fucking weird. Like, he looked fucking hilarious in the wings. I can see it. He looked fucking hilarious. But yes, this is the main ability that I think everyone complains and bullshits about. Reincarnation Pandora. Basically, the power to steal noble phantasms. So, if you wondered why in episode 4 that Alcides just straight up said, Gilgamesh, you're not worth shit, bring out Aya. Because that is exactly what he's trying to do. He wants to fucking steal Aya from Gilgamesh. And then that did not happen, of course, and then Jack became the victim. Here's the thing though, I think Jack slightly aura-farmed a little bit before he got completely wrecked by Alcides, basically. But how do I explain this? I don't think the Alcides part is as, how do I say this? It still has aura, which is the main thing he does, but I don't think it's as cool as Jack. Maybe because I'm more of a Jack fan, if you know what I mean. I want to see Jack win, but of course I know that he's not gonna win this because, you know, I read the light novels. He's gonna lose. So like, and I feel sad too because like this is one of the few moments, where Jack can really shine with his MP, and he did shine for a while before he got completely mocked, if you know what I mean. Which, like, I wish it would have been a bit longer in the sense that, you know, they spent more time to like see how to see how strong his MP actually is. I mean, like, yeah, but here's the thing, I cannot even be mad. Like, I feel that Alcides' MP is such an asshole because his MP is basically stealing other people's MPs, which makes it unoriginal because, like, what even is your MP then? Because you're basically just stealing other people's noble phantasms. But at the same time, I cannot actually blame him for it because he is quite well known in his legend to be stealing other people's MPs. Take Hippolyta, for example. He basically stole the War Pelt from Hippolyta, and that thing is kind of her MP as well. He is known in history for doing this. And then, of course, Orlando right here is just, yeah, he is fucking desperate, bro. So, wait, they're adapting? Okay. So his mom used to be one of the police. Absurdities. Airbus A300 from Paris to New York crashes. Cause of crash unknown. Investigation underway. Yes, I remember this clear blue sky anywhere. Alright? I remember that meme down to the bottom of my heart. It is him. Kirisugu shot down that fucking plane, alright? He killed his mom! It's that absurdities created by heresy can only be contained by a similar type of heresy. Okay. Justice. Yeah, it's like absurdities that are created from chaotic situations can only be kept in line by the same chaotic. It's like the absurdities created from like heresy, right, can only be kept in line by heresy like us. So we are justice. Yeah, he's the only one. He is the only one. There is no mere recklessness. He's really putting his life on the line here. Oof. That was... yeah, basically, that's what happened as well. Oh, bro. I know, okay, that was a fucking neck turn, bro. That was a fucking neck turn. Holy shit. I didn't think they actually, you know, went that far with John. But yeah, I can get why they would go this far with John, because if you know, you know. But so far, yeah, definitely John, alright. It's John Strange Fake. Okay. We ending it. But yeah, now that the episode is ended, let me talk about quick stuff. So, Sigma versus Sigma and like No Name. Yes, this is the shit I want. This is the shit I want to see adapted. Let's go. But yeah, Sigma, really, this whole thing is so great. There's this dude that 4 lines of No Name that I didn't like catch, but this entire scene as a whole, perfect. It straight up captures exactly the thing that these two have. Both of their characters. It would be better if No Name had her backstory out, which they still didn't want to adapt it. But yeah, okay, this shot looks like he's so short, but then this shot looks somewhat fine. But it's weird because I always have this idea that they both look of similar height. And then we also have this like this shot, right? I talked about like how Jack has this like knife coming out of him. That shit was cool. I love it. And then this whole thing about Gil and Richard coming in early, I think it's nice. Because I think the only like new thing that they added was basically a new fight scene between the four of them together, right? And then four of them together, and then one new scene where basically Richard talks to Jack. Great scene. Seriously, I think Narita like how I say this? I think Narita was part of it, you know. I think he supervised this scene, like this whole changing, right? I think it's great that this dialogue was in because it is such a Narita thing to do, to like have one character glaze another character that they haven't even seen or know yet. This is great. And then like also one new scene of like Jester saving Tsubaki from Alcides for a while. This shit is cool. I don't remember this in the light novels at all. I love this one. And then this whole little fight, very cool. I really love the cinematography, especially when like Alcides tried to shoot it, and then Alcides tried to shoot it, and then Richard like throws this thing in. I love it. I love this entire sequence. It's so chaotic. It is so Narita coded. Because that's all I want in Fate Strange Fate, right? I want Narita to pop off because he's my favorite author. And then this entire fight reeks of him. Like it totally feels like he will do the shit, which is great. And then Richard versus Gilgamesh. This one is just for a little bit. And then the scenes that we saw are mostly from the PVs, which is great, no problems. And then now we have the main meet, Alcides vs. Jack. Because Alcides vs. Jack was such an interesting one because, again, this is like one of Jack's few moments to shine. Because after this fight, he basically gets his MP stolen. But before that, his MP was cool. It, it actually made you think that his MP was worth something, like it was comparable to Alcides. Like this entire sequence was cool. You think Alcides is technically fucked here, and then you realize, fuck no, Alcides has the upper hand now, because that's exactly what's in the anime too, right? But yeah, Alcides won. So what does this mean with the parallels? It means that Alcides is now on like, how do I say this? Alcides has, technically accepted the humans' the fears and desires of humanity into him, right? And then this is like a quite literal meaning as well, because his MP is literally absorbing Jack's MP, right? So you can say that he is absorbing the what? You can say that he sorry. But you can say that he is absorbing Jack's, like, how do I say this? He's absorbing the manifestation, because Jack is supposed to be a manifestation of humanity's fear and desires, right? He's basically accepting humanity's fears and desires into him, right? Because he won this fight, right? He won this fight, so he will continue becoming human, because that's the irony. Because in his path to become human, he faces the manifestation of humans' fears and desires. And now that he's won against it, what does he decide to do with it? He decides to accept the human fear and like desires into a part of him. Like, okay, I'm straight up gonna tell you, like, this is not something I cooked up, right? Someone else did. And I'm very happy that someone else cooked this up, because this is such a great thing to cook up, because it makes me like value more about like this fight. And then what's more to value about this fight is that I forgot about this, but someone mentioned before that in volume 8, I think volume 8, yeah, in volume 8 of the light novels, there is a retrospective of this fight where what Alcides is basically like, this is retrospective, like no one thought of that, but the moment people read uh, volume 8 and then they have a new take on the scene, because in volume 8, there's a narration that clearly says along the lines of Alcides is a guy that wants to erase his own name, right? Whereas Jack is someone who is trying to create or like trying to find his own name. So in that sense, you can say that it's kind of poetic because these two are complete opposites. One wants to find his own name, find out his real identity, while the other wants to erase his entire identity. So once again, another parallel over here that, it's straight up great. And one of the things that I see people might complain about this whole thing, right? Like the rearranging and stuff, is because this scene is supposed to be a moment of fucking despair, right? Because John is fucked. Because think about it like this. In the light novels, you only have Clan Keldon and Jack. Jack is basically fucked because his MP is gone. Stolen, straight up. Whereas, and then John tries to like come out like all hero-like, and then he got fucked. So, at this point, it is pretty desperate for like the good guys, because every single one that can like possibly fight Alcides is like down, straight up down. There's nothing you can do about him anymore. He's just gonna straight up waltz in, and then Jester can't do shit because he's not like good against servants. So that's why after that, when like other players start coming in, like Gilgamesh and Richard starts coming in, you see a bit of hope. And then like No Name as well, you see a bit of hope that we might still be able to win this because the big guys are coming in. Gilgamesh is coming in, Richard is coming in, they can deal with Alcides, right? Because we thought that the last line of defense is down. Even Orlando thought as well, and then they told them all to retreat. And then Richard came in, Gil came in, a lot of people came in to save the day. To like, stop Alcides, right? So that's a moment in the light novels where you're supposed to feel despair and then filled with hope again. But some people might say that when you rearrange it, right? When you rearrange it, it might be possible that, since we already know Richard and Gilgamesh is here, this won't feel as despair as you might think. Some people argue because we saw the leaks, right? They argue that, since we know that Richard and Gil is already here, it's not as despair because now that we know that they're here somewhere, they might intervene. And then you have Sigma and No Name as well. But I still think it works. Even though we still know there's a possibility of them like intervening and helping out. But like at this point in time, Gilgamesh and Richard are busy doing their stuff. There's no way they can intervene. And then Sigma is on the way coming in. And then No Name isn't gonna do shit to him, even if they came in early. And then you see John get his neck completely twisted. Like at this point, you lose all hope. But once again, I'm really happy that they didn't shy away showing from John being this fucked up, because his comeback is gonna be legendary. I'm not gonna say anything for now. I'm gonna wait for the next episode because holy shit, this is just the beginning. Like all this peak you're seeing, this is just the beginning. Alright? We are gonna see more peak later on. Alright? Prepare, because I am about to see someone cook. Alright? And then yeah, this Gilgamesh Richard, same. I talked about like and then I talked about like Jester. I think Jester is like right here just looking around. And then I find this entire thing funny where like Jack just decides to shoot Cerberus like as if that would work. And then this is talking head as well, like straight up funny as fuck. And yeah, we have Assassin Jack over here. This scene is also cool. And then we have a lot of things like straight up. I think this is up there when they say that this was like volume 6 level of like peak animation wise, choreography wise. I see it. Even, okay, I wouldn't say that the overall direction choreography wise is on the same level as like episode 6, because episode 6, even when you're not fighting, it's still very artistic. There's still a lot of great choreographs, a lot of great directing going on over there, right? But the fights itself, yes, I can see the fights itself being on the same level as like the usual, right? Because some of the choreographies here are insane. I really like the Richard, Gil, Jack, Alcides one. Like that one was cool as fuck. Like I really want to see it again after this. But yeah, that's all I have for now. In other words, it started out with cope because we know that the rearranging is coming. So people were coping. Like I was coping a little bit as well. I was coping if they would do shit too well. But in the end, it delivered. I have some complaints still. Like I complain about Jack not being showed his like MP enough. Because I think there's more that can be shown to his MP. Like I think this is great and all. But like I think you need some time in between. Like not just this entire showing of how powerful he is and then immediately get mocked by Alcides. I think there needs to be a gap in between to like maybe show, because I remember in the light novels as well, they show how fucked up Alcides is. It's like even Alcides he mentions that something along the lines of like, you have successfully made, it's like, I commend you for running this body down, right? Because here's the thing with Alcides, you don't see that he is like weakened, like you don't see him bleeding or whatnot, but like he acknowledges Jack as being strong enough that he actually worn him down. Like Alcides is actually worn down by Jack, but I would like a more visual, like this entire thing. This entire like conversation. I think you do that do that in between a gap, as in like all the attacks finish, and then you have like Alcides slowly standing up, laughing, saying like, I commend you for running this body down, like those type of shit. And then once he finishes the speech, right, once you have a gap in between, then Jack comes in, and then the scene, which I think will still be great, right? So this is just speeding things up a bit. I am a bit this one is a bit of a complaint, and then some scenes are also pretty weird. In like for like there's this Jack, there's this Gilgamesh scene. Like I don't get why it's so weird, but like they are trying to cut between Richard and Gil, and then it's funny because usually it would be fine. It's like they cut back between Gil and Richard, right? Gil here has sound effects. Richard here doesn't, or at least it's not big enough of a sound effect. And then you hear a lot of sound effect in 1 to 2 seconds, and then none. Like it feels weird. Like these are the only two things I can really complain about. But yeah, that's about it for this ep. Really, really enjoyed it. If this ep is already like this, I can only expect the other episodes to be way more insane. But yeah, that's about it from me. And yeah, this is the episode for now. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. It motivates me to do more. And finally, this is that guy, and I'll see y'all next time.